It was a Sunday, and Giorgia woke up late. She wrinkled her eyes and stretched to chase away sleep, sat down on the bed and rose quickly. She put on her red slippers and went down to the kitchen, still in her pajamas. Mom was waiting for her. Good morning, Giorgia. Breakfast is ready. Did you sleep well? The little girl nodded. What do you want to do today, as you don't have to go to school? I want to fly, answered Giorgia enthusiastically, spreading her arms like wings, while on her lips a bright smile appeared and her clear eyes took on a mischievous look. Of course, fly and joke, answered Mom, giving her a kiss on the dark dishcloth quiff. How sweet was little Giorgia, often silent and immersed in thoughts greater than herself. A special little girl who could understand the language of animals and the sound of the nature. Giorgia went into the garden in the shade of a strawberry tree and looked at the blue sky. She was a single small cloud and called it. The little cloud heard the little girl, greeted her, and went down to her. Do you want to fly with me? Asked her. Sure, that would be great, but I can't lie on the top of you. You are so little, replied Giorgia. Sometimes appearances are delicate. Come on, I assure you, you'll be comfortable. Giorgia accepted. She stood up, but lost her balance and fell down to ground. Then sat down, but she was also in danger of falling too. Lay down on your stomach, suggested the cloud, and the child obeyed. They rose up in flight slowly. Giorgia saw her little house, and the whole city got away and became smaller. They came high in the sky, and the wind pushed them away. They saw immense plains, hills, and mountains, cultivated lands, meadows, and woods. They recognized the houses of men and the roads crossed by the tiny cars. Near the highest mountains, they encountered a white eagle. The big bird came to her side. It looked at her well and asked, "What breed are you? I haven't ever seen birds like you." "I'm not a bird, but little girl," answered Giorgia. The eagle looked at her perplexed. Poor eagle, you couldn't blame her. From the white cloud, in fact, appeared on one side the head of the little girl, on the other side the legs, And on the other side, Giorgia's arms, like that, Giorgia's arms. And here was the cloud, you see, like this. All in all, the little one above the cloud who looked like a strange bird. What a treat to meet you, said the little girl. You are the queen of the birds, so beautiful and proud. Thank you, Giorgia. I'm really happy to meet you too, the eagle replied. The little girl got brave and added, Dear eagle, you rule the world. What do you see and hear from up here? The eagle thought for a while and replied, Listen, the sounds of the languages of the world arrive here, but they can't filter and clean. They sound the same as if man spoke only one language. The feeling of different people reach here, and they are all the same. For everybody, love is a pink cloud, hate a black cloud, jealous a yellow cloud, anger is still red. Look now, that little smoke over there. That one? Yes. What is that? It's a pain, replied the royal bird of prey. And after a brief pause for reflection, added, If men speak, feel, or suffer in the same way, they are equal. But then, why don't they stop hurting each other? I don't know, Giorgia replied. But men love each other. This is the message of the white eagle. Take it with you, the majestic bird told her. The little girl nodded silently and waved, flying away. Children, oh, children, can you please? Hello, boy. The air current carried the cloud and the little girl toward lower altitudes. They were flying over a hill area full of small lakes when they found themselves surrounded by a flock of quacking ducks. I want to fly, asked Giorgia enthusiastically, spreading her arms like wings, while on her lips a bright smile appeared. On her clear eyes took on a mischievous look. Of course, fly and joke, answered Mom. Honk, honk! What a bird are you? Never seen such a funny bird, the ducks said in chorus. Giorgia protested. I'm not a bird, I'm a little girl. Honk, honk! Strange little girl. Little girls don't fly. Baby girl. Honk, honk, strange. Baby girl do not want to stay with us. Giorgia accepted and asked them, Why are you always together? Why, honk, 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 honk? To defend ourselves, to not get lost. They better follow the wind. And also because being together makes us happy. Ah, sure, right, said the little girl satisfied. The flock was flying peacefully when it met a hunter. Boom. A little boy armed with a swing shot was lying motionless on the lawn, hidden in the tall grass. He observed the ducks approaching and decided to hit the one that seemed to him to be the largest. He aimed and threw a stone at the little white cloud. Then he threw another and another. And, well, yes, alas, he hit it. Georgia lost her balance and was clinging in the cloud with her hands, while her legs hung in the air. Help! Help! She was screaming desperately. The ducks flew quickly, scattering in all directions. And the little girl found herself alone again. Resist, Georgia, resist. Soon I'll place you on a tree and you'll be safe. The little cloud encouraged her. The little girl was about to drop her reel and fall into the void when a gentle birch welcomed her among its highest branches. Hi dear, I have hosted many birds among my branches, but I don't know how to recognize your breed. What bird are you? Georgia, now unaccustomed to that question, replied, I'm not a bird, but a little girl, and my name is Giorgia. Thank you very much for saving me. The little white cloud, before leaving carried by, the light breeze shouted, See you later. I'll be back with the returning wind. Okay, little cloud, replied the little girl. Georgia was sitting on a branch of clung lightly to the trunk of the bird. Fearing falling, she asked her, How can I get down from up here? Your branches are very flexible and flattered me in the wind. I could fall at any moment. Don't worry, I will help you, the bird promised her and bent down to the ground to let her down. Georgia, finally safe, realized that she was very hungry. Badikini. So she asked the bird, Where can I find something to eat? Look at the strawberry and blueberry field that is located at 100 steps from here towards the living larch. Larch? You mean weeping willow, said Georgia. Oh no, dear. I wasn't wrong. It's really large. You'll see for yourself. Intrigued, Georgia got up and started continuing the steps, trying to make them long. 100 steps, she wondered, but they will be baby steps, mommy steps, or dad steps, because my dad are much larger than mine. Think everything count. Every count, Georgia lost the count. No strawberries inside. No strawberries inside. And the stomach drums were growing. Where if I were in the wrong direction? Who could I ask? She repeated to herself, perplexed. At that moment, a squirrel came towards her, leaping from one branch to another. When he was close enough, he asked her, Are you the bird girl who talks to animals and plants? Truly, I'm just a little girl and I'm very hungry. The little girl replied, I know, don't worry. your destination is not far away. Continue from here. A little farther, the squirrel reassured her. Giorgia took a few steps, then moved aside some leaves and branches and saw a boundless expanse of strawberries and blueberries. Oh my Jesus. Finally, she rushed out onto the lawn and ate briefly until she was full. With a full belly, Giorgia was feeling really good. She sat down and looked around. Right in front of her was a large tree with drops of raisin dotting its bark. Giorgia asked, "Are you the weeping larch?" "Yes," he replied sadly. "Why are you crying?" "The rain wet me, the sun burns me, the snow freezes me, the wind shakes me, and I'm never well." Giorgia shook his head and replied, "The rain refreshes you and reinvigorates you, quenches your thirst and washes you. The sun warms you and illuminates you. The snow beautifies you as if it were a new dress. The wind makes your branches dance and plays with sounds and melodies snaking into your branches. All this is magnificent." The larch was amazed at those wise words. He had always looked at the bad things, taking the good things for granted. "Thank you, little one. From now on, I will follow your advice, and I feel better already now." Giorgia was happy about it and proposed that he change his name. "Do you like Smiling Larch?" The larch joyfully accepted. It was approaching sunset, and it was time to go home. The little girl looked at the sky and called her cloud friend. "Here, I'm here, come on, jump up," she replied, suddenly appearing, and the returning wind took them back home quickly. The mother was very worried because she had looked everywhere for Giorgia. "Where is Giorgia? Where is Giorgia?" without finding her. When she saw her at the door of the house, safe and sound and happy, she hugged her tightly and kissed her, then wanted to know what had happened to her. "Mom, I flew, you know," Giorgia told her, giving her a look full of enthusiasm. "Really? How did you do it?" "I climbed on a cloud and whisked me around the sky. It's wonderful, darling." "Oh yes, and I learned many things. The white eagle taught me that all men are equal and must love each other. The ducks, that being together in harmony is good for everybody. Finally, I consoled a very sad larch. Look, he gave me a tear of his." The little girl stretched out her hand showing in her palm a drop of amber resin. Yes, it's true. It really looks like a small tear, said the mother. The animals and plants have conveyed some truly important messages to you. Yes, Mom, we have to tell everybody my story. We will, I promise, but now it's late. You'll be hungry. And sleepy, Giorgia added, rubbing her eyes. Dinner was ready and the little girl ate with appetite. Then went up to bed and fell asleep quickly and peacefully. Okay. So the story